Book of Heaven, Volume 29, September 29th, 1931. Growth of the creature before the Divine Majesty. The living in the divine will is gift that God will give to the creature. I was doing my round in the divine will in order to follow its many acts done for love of us, and as I arrived at Eden, I paused in that act in which God created man. What solemn moments, what ardor of love! So that act can be called a most pure, complete, substantial, never-interrupted act of divine love. Therefore, man was formed, had his origin, was born, in the love of his Creator. It was right that he should grow as though kneaded and breathed upon, like a little flame, by the breath of the one who so much loved him. But while I was thinking of this, my most sweet Jesus, visiting my little soul, told me,
"My daughter, the creation of man was nothing other than an outpouring of our love, but so great that he could not receive it all within himself, not having the capacity to be able to enclose in his interior an act of the one who was issuing him to the light. So our act remained inside and outside of him, that it might serve him as nourishment, in order to grow before the one who with so much love had created him, and who so much loved him. And since it was not only our love that poured out in creating man, but all of our divine qualities, therefore the power, the goodness, the wisdom, the beauty, and so forth poured out. So our love was not content with loving him, but pouring out all of our divine qualities. It left the table always prepared and at man's disposal, so that each time he wanted to, he could come to sit at this celestial table to nourish himself with our goodness, power, beauty, love, and wisdom, and so grow before us with our same divine qualities, with the model of our likeness. And each time he would come into our presence to take our sips of our divine qualities, we would rock him on our knees to let him take rest, and let him digest what he had taken, so that he might again nourish himself of our divine outpourings to form his complete growth of goodness, of power, of sanctity, of beauty, as our love desired and our will wanted. When we do a work, our love is so great that we give and prepare everything so that nothing may be lacking to our creative work. We do complete works, never by half, and if it seems that something is missing, it is the part of the creature who does not take everything that we have put out for her good and for our glory.
Then I continued to think about the divine will, and my beloved Jesus added,
"My daughter, the living in my will is a gift that we give to the creature. Great gift that surpasses in value, in sanctity, in beauty, and in happiness all other gifts, in an infinite and unreachable way. When we give this gift so great, we do nothing other than open the doors to make her the possessor of our divine possessions, the place in which passions, dangers have no more life, nor can any enemy harm her or do her evil. This gift confirms the creature in good, in love, in the very life of her Creator, and the Creator remains confirmed in the creature. Therefore, the inseparability takes place between one and the other. With this gift, the creature will feel her lot changed, from poor to rich, from ill to perfectly healed, from unhappy. She will feel that all things change for her into happiness. To live in our will as gift greatly differs from doing it. The first is prize, and our decision to win the creature with an invincible and irresistible force, to fill the human will with our own in a sensible way, in a way that she will touch with her own hand and with clarity the great good that comes to her, such that only someone who is insane would flee from such a great good. In fact, for as long as the soul is a pilgrim one, the doors do not close behind the gift, but remain open, so that freely, not being forced, she may live in our gift. More so, since our will not give this gift by necessity, but because it loves her, and it is fully her own. On the other hand, to do our will is not prize, but duty and necessity, to which, willingly or unwillingly, she must submit. And the things that are done out of duty and out of necessity, if they can be shunned, are shunned, because in them does not enter the spontaneous love that makes one love and recognize our will as worthy of being loved and known. The necessity hides its good which it contains and makes one feel the weight of the sacrifice and of the duty. On the other hand, the living in our will is not sacrifice, but conquest. It is not duty, but love. She feels in our gift her own self dissolved within it, and she loves it not only as our will, but also because it is exclusively hers. And by not giving it the first place, the regime, the dominion, she would not love herself. Now, my daughter, this is what we want to give to creatures, our will as gift, because by looking at it and possessing it as one's own thing, it will be easy to let it form its kingdom. This gift was given to man in Eden, and, ungrateful, he rejected it back to us. But we did not change our will. We keep it reserved, and what one rejects with more surprising graces, we keep prepared to give it to others. Nor do we care about the time, because centuries for us are like one single point. However, great preparations are needed on the part of creatures, to know the great good of the gift in order to long for it. But the time will come when our will be possessed as gift by the creature.
Fiat.